it is tremendously helpful, and it applies directly to campaigns. But I'd also like to put it in context of the campaigns, because I think that there was even a primary state, a Democratic primary state this year that could have used that module before they had their caucus. So I just want to talk about how I want to talk about how I'm looking at it, and I also want to say that my first campaign was a gubernatorial race in Delaware, and I'm a blue hen myself. So 2012, you saw, I want to go before 2012. 2012, you saw the courts and legislation used to stop people from voting, correct? So we had a lot of real unbelievable trouble getting people to the polls, because now they all of a sudden had to bring all this information. What we learned out of that, initially we thought if we give people too much information, they're just not going to show up. Precise information on how to vote. We found out the opposite was true. The better, more informed, more articulate we were with a list of what you had to bring to the polls in some states, the more people just showed up. And that's relevant to 2000. Then we go roll into 2016. They said, look, I'll bring my lawn chair. I got my water. I'm bringing pizza for the crew in the back behind me. So then you have 2016, in which you had data being used to create mob mind on the internet. So you went from 2012 to 2016. Now you bring it into 2020. What I'm going to be asking is the fundamental question: will people trust the outcome of this election? And as a campaign manager, that's what I'm going to be working towards. So all of a sudden, the people who are on this call are my friends. I need to reach out to them, work with them to help create a plan of trust. So they're marketing trust. They're marketing strong information, and that's why I brought up 2012, because what we found is the more information you give people that is concise, solid, important, and you actually create mini marketing campaigns around why they should trust you and they should trust the process and their plans in place, the more you're going to be able to work on. And when you're talking to Phil, he's going to understand that Delaware has done all of this work to create this trustworthy project and to really look through all these different pieces. And then he's going to know that already. So if a problem happens, it's not going to be a case where it's pox on the entire house. It just is an idiosyncratic problem. So looking at COVID as well, COVID can be used in 2020. That's going to be the message. Number two, what I see is in all campaigns is that there really are probably 95% of all problems are a slow moving train. You can see it coming month after month after month. The only reason it's crisis is because someone didn't pay attention. So if you know right now that there's already on the internet people saying, oh, we're going to just trust this outcome of these elections, we're not going to know what's going on, and then you have sort of a crisis with a phishing thing, and then it fits into that narrative, how do you change the narrative? How do you create trust over time so that you're actually talking to people? You might change your something on the front page of your website, the Department of Elections. It says, here's how we are keeping people safe, physically safe, and your vote safe. So then you're changing the message from before where, here's your 5 points to something that actually helps you move through a problem that could happen, knowing there's going to be pressure from the outside towards safety. So in 2016, that pressure was coming out at sort of these mob mind groups, right? These people, these people gathering and fomenting anger and pain. So now we're moving from 2012 to 2016. We're going in 2020. You can actually see from my perspective, that's what I'm going to be talking to my folks about. And I normally only work with the Department of an Election if the race is close, right? I get my lawyers ready. I get my structure ready. I know if it's close, I'm going to have a process in place, and we're going to work together. In this setting, this time, I'm going to be recommending to my campaigns that we actually help the Department of Elections, and we know what your process is. So we can talk about the safety of the election itself and making sure that if there is any contention anywhere of an election, even if Delaware isn't a contested election, the national mood can change on all of the elections. So someone can screw up in Iowa, for instance, and it can have an effect on your message and your brand. So that's basically, that's sort of what I would be seeing. So it's not just a matter of having a relationship with a reporter, it's also developing a longer term message campaign around what you think the problems are going to be and how you've solved them 3 months ahead of time.